Pat Riley once said that he thought of Magic Johnson as the greatest player ever, but then he said Kareem was. But then he said that, and of course, he held Michael Jordan in high regards, obviously. But then he said that Magic, if Magic had wanted to score 30 points and do like LeBron James scoring, he would have been. There would have been no questions. It kind of jarred me because I was thinking to myself, I'm like, well, but he said he didn't have to because he had Kareem and James Worthy. I said, but you see, what does him scoring have to score 30 would make him the greatest ever? You either think he is or you don't. Now, I understood what Will Chamberlain was saying about Scottie Pippen needing to score more to be more effective because it definitely, but it's two different total situations at work. Magic is the only player I ever know. He's the first guy I know who could score less than 5 points and beat you because he could stat sheet you with rebounds, steals. You know, he could force the issue because he was so potent on offense. So the fact that he won all those rings and created a term and a coined a phrase and style of basketball, you'd have to, you'd have to acknowledge that. That's a fact, you know. You'd have to acknowledge that. Sometimes when I listen to Pat Riley, I'm like, the man was dominant without having to score 10 points a game. That's mental because he could beat you in different ways. So if you wanted to say he was the GOAT, you'd be entitled to saying he's the GOAT. You don't have to say, because you just say, well, LeBron scored all that. But think about how much more LeBron had to do compared to what Magic did with assists and rebounds and triple double and getting everybody involved. So I'm like, you either think he is or he isn't. I'm like kind of like dumbfounded how Pat Riley worded it because it's like, if you understood what Magic Johnson did, the totality, what he did with the simplicity, but yet it was a hit that was unlike anybody else, you don't really sit there and act like that didn't impact it because it did impact. The man got to 9 finals. He was 5-4. And he was a threat to go to the show pretty much his whole career. That's uncanny. Those are some incredible odds. That's dominance. That's why when we get into these debates about who's the greatest player ever and all this other stuff, it's comical because you got about 10 or so guys you can make cases for. And you want to say one guy dominated or you want to say this guy did this and that's fine. But you got to acknowledge those guys too cuz Magic was there, you know. And for my money, LeBron James never, he had more athleticism, he never dominated like Magic did. Because Magic could play multiple positions. And he did. And he did it well. And he even developed an outside shot and he worked on his game and he kept going. So I don't know what I didn't I didn't understand what Pat Riley said. Well, if he wanted to, and it would have been no doubt. It wasn't in the forecast for him to do that. But you see, that's the aura of mystery and magic that makes it magic because this the thing. Because he didn't do it, that's what make him go. Because if you do that, then you fall into like everybody else. There's that aura. What else could you do? But see, that's what he could do, you know. So when people say stuff like that, I'm like, you do understand that the guy played at such a high caliber and that he was the ultimate teammate, that he did something that was uncanny, which was successful. So why would you say add something that might not have had the same results? Because if Magic averaged 30 points a game and he has 2 or 3 rings, you don't hold him in the same. And sometimes people get seduced by ring culture. You ask me, is ring culture overrated? It is overrated in the sense that there are other totalities that make a player greater. You know, it's not the end all be all. It has its place, but it's not the end all be all. You know, because I'm one of those people. I don't use it as my criteria, but I can. I can make cases. If I'll give you like this. When I say you can make Bill Russell the greatest, it's because of what? It's not just because he 11 rings in 13 years, which has what? He was a leader. You had the, Just like Magic, you had to follow through with what he did. And then he had those other things he could do. He was underrated as a passer, assist man. He drove that team. And he was a player coach. So I'm just keeping it 100. You want to talk about a floor general, but he did it from the center spot. So do I need to say more? But that's one of the things that I'm trying to say that, you know, it's it's over. It's a bit much when people, um, you know, bring that up though. So if you Pat Riley thought Magic is the GOAT, then say he's the GOAT. Ain't got no shame in saying that. He's one of those 10 guys. I ain't got no problem with you saying them as long as you can back up what you're saying with it, and you can. He didn't have to score 30. But anyway, tell me what you think, though. Please hit like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.